You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 54. Max 50. Max 50. Hustle. To you. I'm coming out. Coming out to you. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shift.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Hey, 24.
Now McCoy. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Check 43.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jack 16. Check out route. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bears' 47-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Black 20.
36-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the flat. Watch the flat. Watch the corner. Check. Lucky. Middle.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
At the 6-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
50 to Mike. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. Open the car.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A shotgun snap for Watson. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
What's that? 19. Mike 50, huh? Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Get him.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
This is McCoy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Alert. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run on first down. McCoy. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Watson From the gun, he'll throw. Going deep here for Edelman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Watson now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Tyler Lockett, touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Lockett, 94 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Double dog. That's the way.
On 2nd and 9, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on third down, Watson. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A.J. Green, 39 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings 7. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Max 50, max 50, max 50. Hey, tight, tight. Kill, 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 kill. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, 59. Whip, 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 whip. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable for Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DJ Chark, 71 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Watson on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll run it with McCoy. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Undercrush.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Operating from the gun, Watson, his first running back, McCoy. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under 10. 24.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, let's get this.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And able to find Green. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now McCoy. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
36-yard line.
It's a set. 19. 65. 124. Mike 50.
From the 36, Watson, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, I need one over here. Mike's 50. Hey, 24. Defense, let's go. And go.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going underneath for Gordon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
98 for Mike. Check. 198. Watch 98 for Mike.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And he's got room. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Blue 30. Check 50.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle. A gain of 4.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
77.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
In the backfield, standing alone here on 2nd and goal is Davis. Now Roethlisberger. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. McCoy. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Hey, alert. Hey, watch it. Watch
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence in the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, alert, alert. Watch 98, watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ben Banagoo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Check Mike.
Watson. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pin. Down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work.